BeamNG's Boeing 737 mod is one of the best aircraft available for the game, and its new update adds some really cool liveries. This mod is available for free on the BeamNG forums. It's by BeamNG's, and this is a flight simulator quality model that's been brought into BeamNG, and it flies incredibly well. Everywhere you look, there is fantastic detail, especially in the texture work. This is really flight simulator quality. But I think it's the interior where this aircraft really shines. We've got a fully animated and working instrument panel on here, and even the passenger cabin has been fully modeled with the seats. Okay, let's get the 737-100 ready for takeoff. Now, this thing has mouse and keyboard controls. Usually I don't like those in aircraft mods, but this one has been done really well, and it flies pretty well, even though I'm controlling the up and down and the ailerons with the mouse. So to get the plane ready for takeoff, we're going to put the flaps down to 15, and then we're going to build up the throttle just a little bit, and then we can listen and look at all the smoke and the noise these things generate. Okay, here we go. Off we go down the runway. So it's H and F for yaw to keep it center. You can see the rudder pedals moving down there. Here we go. 140 miles per hour, 140 knots is the takeoff speed. And there we go. We are up. Y to put the gear up. They're retracting very nicely. And now we're at a decent height. We can put the flaps up. Oh, yes. Look at this. I mean, it is incredible. It really doesn't feel like BeamNG anymore. It feels like a flight simulator. So we are flying around River Highway. This is an 8-kilometer square map with a couple of airports, and it is brilliant for flying. Better than Italy because it's a lot bigger, and the airport is a lot bigger, a lot longer runway, more appropriate for a Boeing 737. So this specific version of the 737 is very special. It's the 737-100. That was the very first version of this aircraft. It first flew in 1967, and we're now in the 4th generation of the 737 with the 737 MAX. So yeah, this is a 1960s design, and to be honest, it does look quite timeless, right? We're kind of banking quite sharply there, but we can see down here, you can see on the indicator in front, you can see the bank level and the pitch you're at. I love that all of the different elements in the cockpit, the different indicators and dials do work. Now, this aircraft mod was not really designed to have an amazing crash model. It's designed to just fly really well. But you're probably wondering, what's the crash model like? Well, we're about to find out. I'm going to come into the airport at a really high speed, and we're kind of bounce off the runway a bit. Whoa, a bit like that. Yeah, so the wings fall off, loads of bits of the aircraft fall off, and just generally, it's pretty good.
Thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights arrived on time.
The actual body itself is kind of rippled and deformed slightly, but if you have a really fast impact where the aircraft kind of crumples up, what have I caused a fire over there with? Anyway, the game will like break and the vehicle will reset. So just make sure your crashes are not too fast, and you should be okay. So let's try and land the 737. I'm going to put the flaps down to 30. We are going fairly fast. In fact, we're going a little bit too fast. And then I'm going to activate the landing spoilers. They are now armed. Now, luckily, this runway is very long, so we can just kind of drain off that speed as we hover over here. Put the gear down. We're still going really fast. Here we go. Okay, coming down to the runway. A bit too fast still, but we should be able to stop. There you go, brakes are on. Whoa, we've lost control a little bit. X for reverse thrust. Increase the throttle. There you go, reverse thrust is working. We accidentally have come off the runway, but very easily managed to stop this thing with everything going. The landing spoilers and, of course, the reverse thrust. So because it is keyboard and mouse, you kind of need 3 or 4 hands to be on the keyboard working all the controls, but it does work. And with practice, you can fly this thing very well. There's another sort of hidden feature with the spoilers. So if you press I and then do RTO spoilers armed, what that does is, well, I'll show you. We're going to start taking off down the runway. I'm going to put the flaps down to normal as if we were doing a normal takeoff. So we're nice and centered here on the runway. But oh no, something is on the runway. We need to stop. Bring the throttle down to 0. The spoilers activate, and then I can put the reverse thrust on and the brakes, and there you go. As if by magic, the spoilers flipped up to give us more drag. And there we go, we've come to a stop. Isn't that really cool? So that is a rejected takeoff, and it makes the spoilers kind of flip up when you go to 0% throttle to help you stop quicker. The 737-100 mod has 6 different configs, and they are basically all different liveries. So we've already seen the Ryanair one. They never actually flew this in real life, but the 737 is very closely associated with Ryanair. Now over here, we've got a Saudi Arabian liveried aircraft. Also didn't fly it, but looks really cool. Then you've got a kind of standard, not painted one, just completely white. But it's these 3 aircraft I think are the best. We have law-friendly liveries for the 737. We have Volitalia, which is a real, well, not real, law-friendly BeamNG airline. You can see adverts for them in the Italy map, like on billboards and at the airport. So yes, this is a Italian liveried plane. Looks really cool. Then over here, we have a Northeast airline. I thought this was a real airline. It's not, but it's based on some kind of 80s, 70s and 80s American airlines. And then we've got Aero Belasco, kind of like a West Coast USA airline. Unfortunately, West Coast USA doesn't have an airport yet, but this would be the perfect plane for it. Now, on the other side of the map, there is a gravel runway, a really short kind of countryside rural airport. We're going to try and take off the 737 from this, and, well, will it work? So we're just going to take off as normal. Flaps 15. Build up the throttle. Here we go. And by the way, this aircraft does have lights all around it. You can also turn on the landing lights with, whoa, we're already taking off, go down. With N, there you go, the normal light controls in BeamNG do work. Okay, this is going kind of badly already. Here, 140. Oh, pretty good. Gear up, over the trees. Ooh, we nearly hit some trees there. Wow, that worked. Okay, can we now land it? So we're going to turn around and try and land in the evening and have a look at the interior in the evening. Look at the lighting at night. It's even more beautiful. And of course, we haven't forgot about the passengers. They do have cabin lighting in here. Look at this. I mean, this is like a flight simulator now. So the airport is somewhere over there. We're not on a great course for it, but I'm sure we can do this. So I'm going to put the flaps down to 30. And now we're going to turn. We need to increase the speed just a little bit because we are actually falling out the sky. This does have quite a high stall speed, it seems. Right, gear down. Oh, my goodness. You cannot move the mouse to do anything. Otherwise, you will fall out the sky. That is a problem. Here you go, here you go. That is the problem with mouse controlled aircraft. Oh no, this is not actually going very well. Oh, I don't know. More throttle, more throttle. Over the, oh no, the trees. Bring the throttle down, right. Just skim the trees, oh no. Oh, okay, right. Whoa. I didn't actually set the brakes. That's not normal. And we hit a tree, and we stopped. Kind of. Well, any landing you can walk away from, although, no, I'm not oh dear. Look at the crumple zone on the oh my god. Well, I'm sure the passengers would be all oh. There's a few trees in here, and the front row hasn't done very well, but I'm sure they'd be okay. This could seat up to 100 passengers, by the way. It looks pretty small to me, but yeah, 100 people fit in here. Well, there you go. BeamNG's Boeing 737 mod is well worth checking out. I've left links to all the mods used in this video in the description. If you'd like to see another aircraft mod for BeamNG, click the video on screen right now. It is a French jet fighter, the Dassault Mirage 2000. Really cool plane mod you've got to check out.